Good morning, Tennessee Valley. It is 6:30 a.m. on July 5th, 69 degrees locally. My name is Matt Ryerson. I'm in for Dan today, and we have a new co-host, Matt Tolbert.
The Robin to your Batman. Yes.
Welcome, Matt. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
How's the co-host chair feel? Is it comfortable?
It's a little tight.
A little tight?
It's a little tight. I wish it would be a little bit, more like a love seat, but that's okay.
You're a big guy.
I am. Thank you for pointing that out.
Well, welcome back. We're glad that you're with us this morning after the long holiday weekend. It is July 5th. You're probably out and about doing the fireworks thing this weekend, the grilling. Hopefully you're back focused with us, 6:30 a.m. Did you have big plans this weekend? Did you do anything exciting?
No. Oh, am I supposed to say more? No, I really didn't do. We went to the fireworks. Actually, we went to fireworks. We live
You don't
closer.
like the fireworks?
Not really. No.
Really?
Well, they're just bright lights. I mean, really, what is the point? No. So we did. Yeah, we went to the fireworks. My daughter got there, and I got a USA tattoo on my arm.
A USA tattoo?
Yes, it's a fake tattoo.
Oh, a fake tattoo.
Yeah, that shows how much I love my country.
Yes.
I get a fake tattoo
Your
to show my daughter.
Your commitment shows no bounds. Just unbelievable. That's great. That's great. Tell us a little bit about your family so our viewers know who you are.
Well, first off, I want to make sure that everybody who doesn't know me out there realizes that the camera adds about 57 pounds. So I'm not as big as Dr. Ryerson here was suggesting. But I teach psychology at Cleveland State, and been doing that for a while now.
And you've been on as a guest, as kind of a,
I was,
psychological analyst.
Yes, talked about the craziness of Charlie Sheen.
Wow. Yeah.
And Lindsay Lohan.
Okay.
And stuff like that. Yeah. But no, and you and I go back a long way. We met
do.
at a psychiatric hospital.
Right.
I was staff. Right.
As I was.
Oh, right. You were staff too. That's right. That's right. You were staff as well. But my wife and I, we live closer to the Ooltewah Collegedale area, and so we went to the Collegedale fireworks on Sunday.
How many kids do you have, Matt?
Just one.
Okay.
Just one. She's great. Leela. I want everybody to know her name is Leela. And Leela is almost 3. She's only, 13 hours younger than your daughter Chloe? Yeah, the day that our daughters were born, they actually went to the hospital almost the same time. We were texting back and forth. And almost, I think it's 13 hours to the minute, which was strange too. It was. But she's wonderful. She runs all the time, like Forrest Gump. She's just always running. And this weekend she fell.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
She okay?
Yeah, she's fine. She hit her head, It happens a lot. She's my daughter, so, you would expect that she would be clumsy. And
you hit your head a lot.
I do. I hit my head a lot. But it was right in the middle of the classroom at church, and so all the kids and all the parents, they all saw her just go whack right on the ground.
Right.
And so that was a little embarrassing, but luckily I wasn't there. So I wasn't all that embarrassed. My wife, on the other hand, Joey, like Joey but if you go, Joey, Joey. She sorry.
Yeah.
That was
Don't apologize to me.
That was a little random. I love you, honey. She was there, and it seems to happen that my daughter always falls down and hurts herself whenever my wife is around.
She's not pushing her down.
No, she's not. There's no abuse going on. It's just, I don't know. My wife turns away, and my daughter, whoo, and she's gone. Yeah. So really, what I need to do is I need to stay home with my daughter and let my wife just go out and work and everything else. Well, she does work, but I don't need to work, and
right.
That way my daughter will be safer.
I think that's a bad idea on so many levels. I can't even tell you.
You're probably right.
Well, our weekend was similar. It was fireworks every night. As you all know, here in Cleveland, that's kind of tradition. The 3 days prior and the 3 days after and the night of July 4th is just one big fireworks show, and we could see a number of shows from our front porch, which was pretty cool. But the real excitement, the real fireworks came when we had a visitor to our house, and not of the human kind.
Sasquatch.
Not Sasquatch, no. He was little.
That's mysterious, though. Tell me,
He was fuzzy and very small. We had a little rodent friend that has come to visit, and he brought a couple of his friends with him. And I noticed him one night. I was on the couch and saw him come out from behind the TV stand, checking things out.
Now this is what, a gerbil?
Mouse.
A mouse.
Yes, there was a mouse in the house, as Dr. Seuss would
A couple
say.
of mice in the house, it sounds
Yeah, there were past tense.
Uh-oh.
If you know what I mean.
Oh, no, Matt.
As the man of the house,
PETA is going to be going
I
nuts
took
over
care of this
it.
problem.
Oh, my.
I solved this problem.
How did you solve this problem?
I went to Lowe's and got me a couple of those snap traps, and set those up. And I'm kind of an expert on this. I used to live in a cabin years ago, and we had mice constantly, so I got pretty good at. So
you're an expert mouse killer. Is that what you're saying?
I like Eradicator.
Oh, Eradicator.
Terminator is okay.
Okay.
Eliminator's a little harsh. And snap traps are humane in the sense that they're quick, and assuming you get them correctly. But we had bait, peanut butter, and cheese, a mix. They're two favorite things. Yeah. Occasionally a dip of honey on there.
Wow,
And,
so sweet,
right.
a little salty,
right,
and then creamy.
A little savory, right. Yeah, I got the whole combination.
All right.
Beyond temptation. The first night I set it up, though, they literally licked it clean. Licked the trap clean.
And the trap didn't
go off. And they left me a little indicator that it was them. I'm not going to tell you what the little indicators were. Little teeny drops of indication that it was him. Couldn't tolerate that. We took care of that. And in fact, the next night I was in bed. We were just about to fall asleep, and the house was quiet, and all you could hear was a. And Heather said, my wife, "What was that?" And I just smiled and went to sleep peacefully. Knew the problem was solved. So, well, enough chit chat, folks. Again, it's July 5th, Tuesday morning, 69 degrees and 6:37. Local news: Representative Eric Watson has passed, or not passed a bill, is proposing a bill that says that local courthouses can post the 10 Commandments. This is something that he's been pushing for a number of years, and now has proposed them at the state legislature, unveiling this in a patriotic service Sunday morning at Hopewell Church of God, with local government officials joining him at the pulpit. So we wish Eric the best of luck in his efforts to pass that bill. The Goodwill fire remains under investigation. If you weren't aware, the Goodwill trailer out on the south side of town off of APD 40 over there by the new Wendy's, the new Walmart, was on fire the other night, and it's under investigation right now. The cause of the fire that destroyed that trailer owned by Goodwill remains under investigation according to the Cleveland Fire Department. Initial indications were that the fire was intentionally set according to investigators. The fire at McGrady Drive last Friday evening sent a CFD engine and tankers to the scene of a fully engulfed transport truck trailer set up at the site as a collection for donations, which is really unfortunate. Goodwill does a lot of good stuff in our community, and we hope that gets a quick resolution. And the last story of this morning, volunteer Rod Davis says, "I love this community." I'm with you, Rod. The Hiawassee chapter of the American Red Cross named Rod Davis the recipient of the Frank Hardwick Volunteer of the Year Thursday at First Baptist Church on Stewart Road. The annual recognition was established by Hardwick Close as a memorial to Frank Hardwick II, who gave of himself unselfishly in service to his community. Rod has a long tradition of great volunteerism in our community. In fact, on the National American Red Cross documents, or magazine or training guide, his picture is on the front cover. So congratulations to Rod Davis and his family. We're going to take a quick look at the local weather. It has been a hot one all weekend. We had some storms last night. Today we have a little chance of rain. We're going to look at a high of 87 degrees with a low of 67, which was probably a couple hours ago because it's already 70 degrees now. Tomorrow, some more chance of rain, another high of 70, low of 67, and you can kind of see a pattern forming here. Thursday, a chance of rain, high of 89 degrees with a low of 67. So looks like a really nice week. Maybe we'll get a little rain if you've got a garden or you're trying to keep your grass green. It is currently 6:40 this morning and 70 degrees. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with some more news, and then we have some great guests this morning. Gary Farlow from the Chamber of Commerce is here, and a representative from Habitat. So stick with us.
Hello, I'm Pastor Greg Casto of the United Christian Church here at 2200 Peerless Road, Cleveland, Tennessee. I want you to make plans right now to be here at our Holy Ghost Camp Meeting 2011 with signs, wonders, and miracles. Why don't you go to our website right now and get all the information, or call the number on the screen, because you're not going to want to miss these day service, evening service, great speakers, choirs, singers, such great talent. You're going to want to be here in Cleveland, Tennessee.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
Volunteer Ridipest LLC has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding areas for over 40 years. Their qualified, experienced technicians are trained in all the latest techniques to keep your home pest-free. Volunteer Ridipest LLC offers Mosquito Guard, which keeps mosquitoes out of your yard and out of your life. Their monthly and quarterly treatments are backed by their 100% money-back guarantee. For all your pest removal needs, call Volunteer Ridipest LLC today at 423-472-7736.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
Welcome back. It is 6:43 this morning, 70 degrees. We're going to continue on with a little bit of news, not so much local news, but maybe some national and international news. And then we have a great guest joining us this morning. Gary Farlow from the Chamber of Commerce is going to update us on a number of issues, long-term recovery in the Chamber of Commerce, as well as probably most importantly, the business of restaurants, which you and I...
Absolutely. Restaurants are the most important matter to talk about today.
Absolutely. So, Mr. Tolbert, we have some news items?
Yes, I had a couple of news items. These are the things that matter, if you really want to.
Matt,
things that matter,
nice.
Yes. Yes, I'm good with parties, too. All right. The first thing that I would like to bring up is Joey Chestnut won the hot dog eating contest.
Yes.
The Nathan's hot dog eating contest. He ate 62 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
That's not healthy.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it depends on if you like hot dogs or not. How many hot dogs have you eaten in 10 minutes?
I probably haven't eaten 62 hot dogs in 2011.
I know I haven't. I choose not to eat hot dogs if I can help it.
There's a woman in this contest, I hear, too.
Yeah, she ate 40 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Now, I almost give a guy a pass because there's something in our nature that we should pig out, but she weighed like 110 pounds.
Yeah, I know, right? And then, well, Joey Chestnut, he's like 6'1", and he's not really heavy. He doesn't like have a big belly or anything. He just packs them in. There was actually some drama.
Really?
In this, yeah, because Takeru Kobayashi is
right.
Joey Chestnut's arch rival.
Yes.
In the hot dog eating world,
right?
Apparently, and Joey Chestnut, He ate 62 hot dogs. He set the record at Nathan's for eating 68 hot dogs, so he didn't actually beat his record. But Takeru Kobayashi was banned from the tournament because he does not belong to the Major League Eating.
Oh, is there a league or something?
It's like Major League Baseball, but it's for eating.
Of course.
Lots of food.
Absolutely. Makes total
And
sense.
so he doesn't belong to Major League Eating, and they're the ones who sponsor or help with the judging and stuff for Nathan's Hot Dog. So he set up in another part of town on top of a roof. He set up a big, huge screen TV with the hot dog eating contest on the television, and then he set up a table, and he, in the same amount of 10 minutes, ate hot dogs.
Right.
And he pounded back 69.
Wow, even beat Joey's record.
So he beat Joey's record, but because he doesn't belong to Major League Eating, the record doesn't stand, or at least they're not sure.
I got an Uncle Frankie that ate 72. It doesn't count much.
All right,
there.
there you go. There you go.
All right, next.
So
story.
Joey Chestnut. All right. So the next one that I have is a man gave up solid food for Lent.
Solid food.
Solid food, but instead of just of choosing something normal,
Orange
he decided to drink only beer and water for 46 days.
Is he with us today?
He's still with us today.
Wow.
He drank the unfiltered beer.
Of course.
It has like 288 calories per 8-ounce glass.
Okay.
Yeah. He drank 4 beers a day during the week, because otherwise it would be inappropriate. And then 5 beers a day on the weekends.
Okay. He upped it on the weekend. He wasn't working.
And he worked. Yeah, he worked during the week. He drove his kids to school.
Nice. All right.
Anyway, so for 46 days, he lost 50 pounds or something like that.
Wow.
And
the all beer diet.
but his devotion to God is not in question. Not in question. All right, next on the list here we have the world's first tickle spa was opened in Spain.
A tickle spa.
A tickle spa opened in Spain. This is very much like a massage, a massage, a masseuse. Anyway, it's very similar to getting massages. It's intended to help de-stress individuals, and it can increase blood flow and produce a healthy flush to the skin.
All right.
Tickle spa.
I have no idea what to say to that.
Well, now consider that. Wouldn't you want to be tickled?
I guess. I'm not sure I'd pay to have somebody tickle me.
I don't know that I would either.
Does it work if you're in a bad mood?
Well, no. They said it doesn't. Actually, if you don't want to be tickled, then actually you get this paralysis and you get really angry.
Oh.
And that's actually bad for you. But people who want to be tickled, a feather to the foot or whatever, that's okay. And it's the same as a massage. Getting a massage, you disrobe and you lay down on the table, and then they come up and instead of massaging you, they just start tickling you.
I wonder where you go to school for that.
I am not going to go to Spain to do that.
Okay. One more story.
All right, one more. This is near and dear to your heart because I know you do like marathons and triathlons. You do a lot of that stuff, biking and everything else. Mm-hmm. Charlie French, and this is a competition. Mm-hmm. 25 years ago, he began running triathlons.
Wow.
He was 60 years old.
Wow.
And he's running one, Sun Valley, Idaho, August 3rd. And he is 85 years old.
That's amazing.
You going to be doing this when you're 85?
I'm going to start exercising when I'm 60. So I'm
okay.
Put it off.
Just wait till then.
That's right. That's right. That gives you all hope. If you're sitting at home going, I need to start exercising, there's evidence. You can wait until you're 60.
Yeah.
Just take your time.
And he's a 5-time world champion. Set a record for the Ironman in Hawaii after the age of 60.
So in fairness, this guy isn't a couch potato.
No, he's actually pretty healthy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great story. Yeah. Thanks for the news that matter.
The things that matter.
Things that matter. I like it.
I
like it with Matt. Quick look at the weather this morning. It's 6:50 a.m. and currently it's 71 degrees here in Bradley County. Today we got a chance of showers, high of 87, low of 67. Tomorrow, chance of showers, high of 87, low of 67. Thursday we got a chance of showers, high of 89, low of 67.
staying cool this week. That's good.
It is. It's actually cooling off. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to be right back with Gary Farlow from the Chamber of Commerce. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
Hello, I'm Pastor Greg Casto of the United Christian Church here at 2200 Peerless Road, Cleveland, Tennessee. I want you to make plans right now to be here at our Holy Ghost Camp Meeting 2011 with signs, wonders, and miracles. Why don't you go to our website right now and get all the information or call the number on the screen, because you're not going to want to miss these day service, evening service, great speakers, choirs, singers, such great talent. You're going to want to be here in Cleveland, Tennessee.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
Volunteer Ridipest LLC has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding areas for over 40 years. Their qualified, experienced technicians are trained in all the latest techniques to keep your home pest-free. Volunteer Ridipest LLC offers Mosquito Guard, which keeps mosquitoes out of your yard and out of your life. Their monthly and quarterly treatments are backed by their 100% money-back guarantee. For all your pest removal needs, call Volunteer Ridipest LLC today at 423-472-7736.
Welcome back to Tennessee Valley. We're glad you're with us this morning. We have a great guest today, Gary Farlow from the Chamber of Commerce. Thanks for joining us, Gary.
It's good to be here. It's a pleasure.
So you work there.
Some people claim I do, yeah.
What's your title over there, Gary?
My title is President and CEO. And if
Oh.
you just mention my name and give them $3, you can get a free cup of coffee at Starbucks. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us, Gary. I know you actually also play a very important role in this community, in that you serve on the board for our long-term recovery organization here in response to the storms of April 27th.
That's right, yeah.
How's that process going? Maybe you could give some of our
Sure.
viewers an update on the recovery process and where we stand today.
Yeah, well, it's going pretty well. It's a long, as the name implies, it is a long-term proposition. We've come quite a ways now, and of course you and Matt Carlson and some of the other folks in town are on that committee, and it's the purpose of that is to take us from that initial recovery period through the long term, because we've been told by a number of volunteer organizations that are working with us that it will be a 2 to 4 year process probably. So where we are at the moment is we're getting ready to hire an executive director for that organization, and then once we get the executive director on board, then we'll be hiring a case manager that will actually work with the families that were impacted by the storms, and we're calling them survivors now, not victims, so we're trying to get past that initial thing. But hopefully within the next week or so, we'll have a new director on board, and then that director will be hiring someone to assist him with dealing with the actual day-to-day activities of the recovery.
So 2 to 4 years for full recovery.
That's what they're saying, yeah. Wow. For a disaster of the magnitude that we've experienced here, it could take 2 to 4 years. So a lot of people, that's one of the things that we've found as we've talked to other groups, mainly faith-based groups that have done this in a number of other places around the country. We've gotten some very good advice from them. They have said that a disaster of this magnitude takes a while, but you sort of get through that initial period and everybody thinks, okay, well, everything's sort of back to normal, but it will never be back to normal for some of the folks that have experienced what they've experienced in this. So now we're using terms like the new normal and hoping that we can get them back to at least some semblance of what they had before, and then help them move on with their lives and go on from there. And then long term, as the name implies, we hope that this position that we're hiring will eventually work themselves out of a job, and that they'll actually move on, but the structure of the organization will stay in place. And that's where we hope that, God forbid there be another disaster, at least we won't have to go back and reinvent the wheel and recreate all this structure.
So this position is almost like a chief healer for our community after those storms.
It is, and there will have to be a lot of healing that goes on. Most people sort of forget that, beyond just the physical damage that's done, there's a lot of emotional damage as well. People have lost things that were precious to them and that may never be able to recover. I mean, you think about, they were finding things like photographs even from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where the tornadoes hit down there, in Cleveland.
Right.
So a lot of people lost virtually everything they had.
Yeah.
And it takes a while to kind of recover from that. So there'll be emotional recovery, spiritual recovery, as well as the physical aspects of it as well.
Right. And you think about 285 homes that were totally destroyed. I mean, just the process of rebuilding homes is going to take years.
Yeah, and part of the job of this recovery organization through the case managers will be to help people that didn't have a lot to begin with. So some people may have had full insurance, they were able to recover on their own. FEMA will be helping a number of those folks, but some of them didn't even have insurance, so it'll take a while to figure out how we deal with those issues. There'll be fundraisers necessary to try to bring local money into the project, but at some point FEMA goes away, TEMA goes away, and then it's up to the community to make this thing happen.
Neighbor helping neighbor.
Exactly.
And that's what Bradley County's good at. So we're glad you're a part of that, Gary, but you're also part of every day as the chamber president. What's new? Has anything happened the last couple of years, last few years? I haven't heard anything.
It's been kind of quiet. There's not a lot going on. It's just been sort of easy, kind of going with the flow. But no, actually, probably in the last 2.5 years, this community has experienced stuff that most communities would kill for. I mean, we've had over $2 billion of investment in new industry coming in. The community's growing, even in spite of the recession. We're still not out of the woods yet. We've still got very high unemployment, about a little over 9% for this community, which in Bradley County, that means 4,500 people are still looking for work.
Wow.
And that's just the ones that are on the unemployment roll. So there's some kind of bad news along that front, but there are communities around Tennessee. I think the highest unemployment county in the state is over 20% unemployment. So we've been pretty fortunate in that respect. Of course, we've got Vaucker's coming, Whirlpool. That was the really, really good news. That saved 1,500 jobs. So we were happy to see Whirlpool make the decision to stay here and build virtually a new plant. About a $147 million investment. So
I just drove out past there this weekend. It's an extraordinary building.
Yeah, it's 1 million square feet, just the manufacturing part, and then they'll be building a distribution center that's about 400,000 square feet. And then, of course, then we've also got Amazon's under construction. They'll be hiring pretty soon. They're getting ready to do all that. So if some of your viewers out there are looking for a job, it'd be a good idea to stop by the local career center, which is located on Keith Street. It's in the same building that FSG Bank is in, in front of the Chamber of Commerce. Yeah. So they're open Monday through Friday. The Department of Labor folks are there all day on Tuesdays. So if you're looking for a job and you want to get registered with those companies, that'd be a good place to start.
Sounds like Bradley County is attractive to these industries.
It is. I think a lot of factors going into it. We've got a lot of good attributes here in the community. We have a good location from a transportation standpoint, outstanding quality of labor, quality of life. We've got that really good kind of mix of smaller town community, quality of life, close to a bigger city, Chattanooga, which is a very nice city. So I think a lot of that helps us quite a bit. And then, and you know, we've got a good industrial mix here as well, so the economy is relatively stable compared to the rest of the country. So got that going on. Wacker, of course, $1.5 billion now. They actually increased their investment from $1 billion to $1.5 billion.
What's
So
this Wacker of which you speak?
Wacker is actually, it looks like Wacker, but it's pronounced
Oh,
Wacker. It's a
Wacker,
German
but
company.
German company,
Yes,
yes.
they make hyper-pure polysilicon, so you can impress all your friends.
Hyper-pure polysilicon.
Yes, right. And that's the base material that goes into solar cells. You can also put it in semiconductors, but this plant will be for the solar industry. So very good company. They're hiring right now. They'll probably have over 100 employees in there by the end of the month, and then some coming over from Germany. So we'll have some new visitors in town that actually not visitors, they'll be residents for a while, probably 2 to 3 years, and then they'll rotate back to Germany, and there'll be other Germans coming back in. So that's kind of exciting to think about some new families coming to town.
And that obviously will impact our unemployment rate with all these potential hirings.
It should. Yeah, when you look at particularly Amazon and Wacker, they'll be hiring quite a few. You know, Amazon's probably in the 250 range. Wacker will be around 650 employees, and then Amazon will have a large number of seasonal employees during the Christmas season. So hopefully they'll be in operation by the fall, because they want to be shipping product by Christmas, so to hit the Christmas season.
And the shift here locally, when you think about the impact of Whirlpool staying, which you said was potentially 1,500 jobs,
yeah.
And then additionally these industries coming to town with the increase in jobs that we have is pretty extraordinary.
Yeah, if you look at those companies and some of the other announcements we've had, we're probably looking at new jobs probably close to 1,000. And then, you know, with retained jobs from Whirlpool, it's over 2,500. So good, significant impact on the economy. That kind of smooths things out. Hopefully it'll help us get into the recovery a little bit quicker than some. And then, of course, Volkswagen being just, 20 minutes down the interstate has another significant impact.
Now, you're a humble guy, and I know you probably wouldn't share this, but the truth is the Chamber had a pretty significant role in these industries staying, Whirlpool, and these additional industries coming to our area. You guys were in, I hate to use the word negotiations, but really marketing and promoting and negotiating them coming here for a long period of time prior to the announcements. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, there's a long lead time between when you actually start talking to a company and when they locate. I mean, the Wacker project, I've been working with that company for over 6 years now. So they came, they went away, they did that project somewhere else. They liked what they saw, they came back, and then we negotiated some more. But and then, of course, Doug Barry did a lot of work on the Whirlpool project, and that was an interesting and difficult project. I mean, the schedule to get in a 1 million square foot building in less than a year is a challenge, and Doug did a really good job on that. But yeah, I'd love to be able to take credit for all of these things, but it literally takes hundreds of people, thousands of hours. I mean, the Wacker project, there were people literally all over the state, and I mean, even our senators and congressmen, people like that, our state representatives were involved in that project, state people at Nashville. So there's a whole lot more to it than meets the eye.
Yeah. We're a local show. We're going to give the credit to the local guy.
Well, you're very kind.
I know we had a great local team, though.
We did.
With a lot of our leadership. Ross Tarver was
our
key.
industrial board, and then the local and both local governments, city and county. It's all of those projects were really good examples of what you can do when our local governments cooperate and work together, and the community comes together as well. So it is a team effort, and it does take a lot of work.
That sounds wonderful. But what about the Olive Garden?
The Olive Garden.
Aren't we supposed to be getting an Olive Garden here in town?
Olive Garden is actually coming. If you go down to Sergeant Paul Huff Parkway, the corner of Paul Huff and Keith Street, in the Walmart parking lot, you will see construction going on. So Olive Garden is in fafact on its way.
No, more importantly, give us a date to the opening date. Come on.
Well,
Gary.
some of these things are very closely guarded secrets. So. We haven't been told yet exactly.
Should
when
we
they'll
stand
be
and
done.
applaud? I mean, that's
Actually, I think I'll get more applause when I get a Red Lobster in town.
That's
the
gonna
big
probably
one.
help.
My wife wants to know, what's the status on that? That rumor's been floating around for
it's
years.
a work in progress. These things take time. It's just
backroom negotiations.
Backroom negotiations. Yeah, you have to have smoke-filled rooms, things like that. And I don't smoke, so it's a little tougher for me. But,
BW3s, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings is coming. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So if you like,
Man, this
if you
place
like
is just
buffalo
booming.
wings,
We're going to have way too many options.
Exploding.
yeah.
Exploding.
But, we've got a lot of good restaurants in town now. We've got some nice local restaurants like Catch Bar and Grill down on downtown. You
Yes.
got Cafe Roma. You got a lot of really good restaurants coming in. So I think that's makes the community a little more livable, and you don't have to drive to Chattanooga to get what you need anymore.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, we're kind of local restaurant connoisseurs.
Well, I would say
yeah.
connoisseur.
I hate to use the word expert.
Well, connoisseur is probably more appropriate.
Right.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we're anxious.
Well, you
to
should
see-
broaden your horizons. You need to get out to all the restaurants in town and kind of experiment. See what kind of
We've
cuisine you like.
experimented some,
Right.
but yeah, I guess I've never actually been to that bar and grill with the Catch.
Catch
I
Bar and Grill.
have.
It's very good.
I have.
Okay.
Very nice.
Good seafood.
Very
Yeah, and
nice.
I grew up in Maryland, so I'm used to good seafood.
Yes.
So it was really nice to get a good seafood restaurant in town.
Yeah, they do. I think they ship in daily or
pretty
every
much
other.
every
it's
other
fresh,
day, yeah, very fresh.
Seafood, which is pretty.
So that Red
extraordinary.
Lobsters will actually compete then. That's not.
Maybe
be.
it's a little different market that they're going after. So you can never have too many restaurants. I mean, as you see, when you go, new restaurant opens up, how hard is it to get in there for the first?
So
couple of
where
hours?
would you suggest if we were going to go to lunch today, which we probably are, right?
We are.
Okay. Where would you suggest we go today?
Well, see, that's one of the problems of being a chamber president is we have so many restaurants that are chamber
Can't
members.
pick one.
It's so hard to pick just
I'm
one.
putting
They're all
you
so
on the
good.
spot. I
You know what we
apologize.
need here in
But,
town, Gary? We need a good Mexican restaurant.
We do. Actually, we just had a new one. Just had a ribbon
saw
cutting
that.
last
really?
week. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Do we have a
Casa
count?
Nachos.
Is there a census total on how many Mexican restaurants we have here in town?
We're trying to get as many Mexican restaurants as we have pharmacies, because we need more of those as well.
And one last key question, leading from a story earlier. I understand there is no current tickle therapist
There is not.
as a member of the chamber.
Not yet. We're looking for someone to do tickle therapy. That's another one of those negotiations that takes years.
I am saddened
sometimes.
by that. I am saddened by that. Actually, probably tickle therapy would help me with my sadness. So.
It could. It could very well help you. Actually, I was in Oregon. My daughter lives in Eugene, Oregon, and they have a really cool thing called Saturday Market, and they have vendors, and mostly food, but
Right.
And artists and things like that. But they actually had a laughter therapist
Laughter
there.
therapist.
Yeah, and I did feel a lot better after I talked to her, and we laughed. We had a good time.
That's good. That's good. Because laughter is
The best medicine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank
But tickle
you.
therapy, that's a whole different arena. That's kind of a subcategory, I guess, of laughter therapy.
Yeah.
It's a specific kind of laughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably a whole field
Yeah,
of study
of
here that we're
laughter.
talking about.
Well, being a psychology professor here at Cleveland State, that maybe you could do some research. I know this is not a research institution.
Sure,
but
sure. Mhm.
That might be a good project for you to work on.
I think you're absolutely right. I don't know that I'm qualified.
I think our viewers have had enough of the tickle therapy discussion. No, seriously, Gary, thank you for
It's
being
my
here
pleasure.
today. Thank you for your commitment to our community, the long-term recovery efforts. You've been instrumental in that since day one. We appreciate that, and we certainly appreciate as a community everything you and the Chamber of Commerce have done for our community. So.
Thank you. Well, that's what we're here for. But yeah, in the long-term recovery, that's another one of those team efforts too. There's a lot of, you and Matt and all those guys have done an outstanding job with that as well. So hopefully we'll get that rolling and get some healing going on.
Excellent, excellent. Thanks, Gary. Stick around. We have Annie Kinworthy from Habitat for Humanity coming up. It is 7:09 on this Tuesday, July 5th. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
Volunteer Ridipest LLC has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding areas for over 40 years. Their qualified, experienced technicians are trained in all the latest techniques to keep your home pest-free. Volunteer Ridipest LLC offers Mosquito Guard, which keeps mosquitoes out of your yard and out of your life. Their monthly and quarterly treatments are backed by their 100% money-back guarantee. For all your pest removal needs, call Volunteer Ridipest LLC today at 423-472-7736.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
Hello, I'm Pastor Greg Casto of the United Christian Church here at 2200 Peerless Road, Cleveland, Tennessee. I want you to make plans right now to be here at our Holy Ghost Camp Meeting 2011 with signs, wonders, and miracles. Why don't you go to our website right now and get all the information, or call the number on the screen, because you're not going to want to miss these day service, evening service, great speakers, choirs, singers, such great talent. You're going to want to be here in Cleveland, Tennessee.
I'm Kathy Guy with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. Call us today for all your personal insurance needs. With 28 years in the insurance business, I have the solutions and pricing you are looking for. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Welcome back, Tickle Therapy fans. Tennessee Valley, we appreciate you being with us this morning. My name's Matt Ryerson. We're in for Dan Howell this morning. In fact, breaking news, we'll be here every Tuesday morning. Dan is doing just Mondays and Fridays. This is my co-host, Matt Tolbert.
The Pippin to your Jordan.
Thanks for being here. And we have our second guest this morning, Annie Kenworthy from Habitat for Humanity. Annie, what's your official title over there?
Official title is Community Development Coordinator.
How many syllables are
That would be 13 syllables.
You're sure?
Yes.
Community Development Coordinator. It's 12.
Coordinator is 5. You probably went coordinator.
It's coup.
I like that.
It's coup.
Anybody that'll
Or-
correct Mr.
I
Tolbert is a
promise.
friend of mine. So that's a nifty title, Annie.
It is.
And we're all fans of what Habitat does for our community. But maybe you could give us a better summation. What's your job look like? What are you doing to serve the community?
Well, just recently my title changed from Coordinator of Volunteer Services to Community Development Coordinator. So my role prior to my new title was obviously to coordinate volunteers. Lots of ways that you can volunteer with Habitat. Most people, the most obvious way is to volunteer through new construction. And we currently have a subdivision going on in Century Village, which is located off of 20th Street Southeast. You can do obviously the new construction. We have opportunities at the Restore, which is our donation center. And there's even opportunities to donate your time through the office doing filing. And we actually have a volunteer in the office who's been with us for 11 years. And she does data entry for us in our database for volunteers and for donors, sponsors, that kind of thing. So
that's amazing.
Absolutely.
So I think this is an important element that we educate our viewers exactly what Habitat does. And I know you're going to correct me, but this is what most people think. Habitat gives away houses.
Ouch. They couldn't be further from the truth. One of the things I love about Habitat is that they are what we call a hand up, not a handout. They teach you how to fish. They don't just give you a house. So they absolutely, and we'll have, I guess, 89 homeowners who can tell you right now that they had to pay for their house. So no, we actually have a selection process. It's based off their need, their willingness to partner with us, and their ability to pay. And they do have a 25 to 30-year mortgage based on what they can do. And yeah, they get into their program. It probably lasts about 1 to 2 years.
Wow.
And they have to put in 500 hours of sweat equity, meaning the first 150 hours can be donated by friends and families of the homeowner, and the other 150 can be done at the Restore Donation Center. Then the remainder of the hour is actually them physically working on their home, driving nails, sweeping up the debris afterward, clean up, that kind of thing.
And they have to sweat.
Absolutely. There's a lot of sweat. Okay. There's a lot of sweat.
I would think so. I mean, you're building a house.
Especially for homes going up during the summer, absolutely.
So this is a little bit different. I mean, the myth, and it clearly is a myth, is that your extreme makeover home edition local style, and that you pick a family and you give them a house and everybody celebrates. The reality is these people put a ton of work into earning this home, and then they pay for it.
Absolutely, and I'll guarantee that they work a lot harder to get into a home than you and I ever would. There's a lot. I mean, they still have to do the credit check. They still have to go through that whole process. They have to, when we say partner with us, that means that they take financial classes. And they are at times given the responsibility of even speaking about Habitat as an ambassador in some ways.
So not only do they do the regular closing and signing all the papers and credit checks and working with the bank, but they do all these classes and sweat up
Absolutely.
equity in addition.
Yes, lots of grunt work.
Okay.
It is a lot more work than I do.
That's amazing.
For my
Yes.
home.
Yeah.
I'd pay somebody to get my mail if I.
Yes, you
There's
would.
probably a therapist for that.
There probably is.
Let me ask you this. I know that you, at Habitat, you guys have been instrumental in the recovery efforts since the storms on April 27th. Can you talk a little bit about what you all have done and what Habitat has done to help this community move forward?
Sure. Well, actually, day one after the storms, the staff all went out and were involved in cleanup. And we actually had a phone call from Benton Harbor, Michigan, their Whirlpool headquarters, who personally called Matt Carlson, Habitat Executive Director, and said, what can we do to help? What can we do? And so through that conversation, we got partnered up with Whirlpool here locally. And Carolyn Webb of Whirlpool actually gave us, she kind of sent a survey out to all of her employees and asked who is in need, you know, just basic supplies, shelter, that kind of thing. So she was kind of giving us this list of families who were without a home, who had, you know, had major damage and needed tarps, that kind of thing. So she kind of gave us projects, if you will, right away, and we responded to help the Whirlpool families and, of course, our own. But then for about 2 weeks, every morning, we went to Waterville Baptist Church and met up with the COE Outreach and the Bradley Baptist Association, and we, like everyone else, were divided up into teams and just did whatever we could to do immediate help. And we continue to have projects come our way. That's not slowed down remotely. Prior to the storms, Habitat started a new repair program called A Brush with Kindness.
Right, tell us about
in which,
that.
Families who are struggle maintaining the exterior of their home can actually apply to be a rebuild project or a repair project. It's for low-income families or maybe for the elderly who struggle doing that kind of thing. So if there's a certain tier in which they can receive a scholarship in which repairs can be done for free, but then past that point, based on income levels, they can receive a 0% interest loan, just like for our new construction program.
Wow, 0%.
0% interest loan, that's right. So again, with sponsors that can put the money up front, we can go in and buy supplies and at cost and help in that process. So it's funny, before the storms, I had literally laid out the schedule of when we're going to take applications, do assessments, and do the rebuilds. And the storms hit, and I literally just took that paper in front of my boss and just crumpled it up and threw it away. It's no longer relevant.
Right.
So again, we keep hearing that phrase, the new normal. Habitat even has had to adjust significantly with suspending new construction for a time to help with the rebuilding projects. Our ongoing volunteers were out there helping us as well. So we're back in the swing of things with new construction, but this other arm of our program, Brush with Kindness, is still taking shape.
You know, it's pretty amazing what you all do over there, and not just helping families get in homes, but in the suspension of those services, not abandoning families, but really getting out in the community to help with their immediate need. And the reason I've had you on as our first guest on the Tuesday morning show as Habitat was instrumental in helping my family. As a lot of people know, our neighborhood was devastated by the tornadoes, and we received some damage, and we didn't have power for a week, which is a minimal problem compared to what so many people had. But Habitat was able to set us up to get a generator to our house, and a lot of people had that situation. We were, like many people, didn't want to leave our home, and to have Habitat there to do those type of things is just extraordinary. So we appreciate all you do and continue to do.
Well, it's really only possible because of our community. Habitat is a community-owned and operated organization. And so that allows us to have the ability, the opportunity to serve our community well.
Right. So the real question is, have you built any restaurants?
That's a good question. That's a very good question.
Well, Matt, I don't recall that being on the construction schedule this year, but you never know. We could do a rebuilding project or something. I don't know.
I will actually put in some sweat equity on that.
I believe you would. Absolutely.
No, I don't. I'm not sure he would. I don't know. Sweat
Well,
equity.
in exchange for maybe like a free appetizer or
Okay.
something like that, maybe.
Maybe that's fair.
I would do something like that.
Annie, if somebody knows somebody wants to get involved with Habitat as a volunteer, or somebody might qualify for the program, whether it's one of your traditional house buildings or the Brush with Kindness program, how would they reach you?
Of course, you can call us at 476-6947, or you can learn more about all of our services on the website, and that's habitatofcleveland.org.
All right. Excellent. Excellent. Annie, we appreciate you being
Thank
a
you.
guest today.
Thank
Any
you.
recommendations for lunch today?
Jenkins Deli.
Oh,
It's a
Jenkins
classic.
Deli.
we haven't been there.
Wow.
I worked there all through my college years through
Did you?
Little University, yes, and I'm actually still there on Monday nights. So
Really?
come see me. Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Jenkins Deli.
a-
Best chicken salad I've ever had.
Ever had.
If
On
you've
that,
never had the
Hands
chicken
down.
salad
on
sandwich.
that Texas toast.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
they grill that toast just a little bit, and or the
good
bread
stuff.
rather, and just put that heaping mound of chicken salad.
And
on
I'm a
there.
big fan of the broccoli bites, the broccoli cheese.
We actually don't have those anymore.
Then I'm not a big fan of those anymore. I
Wow.
don't even know what I was saying.
No.
My wife's favorite.
I know, I was. That's horrible.
I can overlook that for the chicken salad.
Chicken salad
Oh, well.
is fine.
Great recommendation. Annie, thank you
Sure,
again.
thank
We
you,
appreciate
guys.
you being here today. And please stick around. We'll take another quick look at the weather when we come back. And we'll close up shop on this Tuesday, July 5th at 7:22. Thanks for joining us this morning.
I'm Byron Winters with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. Contact me for all of your business insurance needs. From general liability to workers' comp, commercial auto, and business umbrellas, Landmark Insurance has you covered.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television. Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
Volunteer Ridipest LLC has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding areas for over 40 years. Their qualified, experienced technicians are trained in all the latest techniques to keep your home pest-free. Volunteer Ridipest LLC offers Mosquito Guard, which keeps mosquitoes out of your yard and out of your life. Their monthly and quarterly treatments are backed by their 100% money-back guarantee. For all your pest removal needs, call Volunteer Ridipest LLC today at 423-472-7736.
Hello, I'm Pastor Greg Casto of the United Christian Church here at 2200 Peerless Road, Cleveland, Tennessee. I want you to make plans right now to be here at our Holy Ghost Camp Meeting 2011 with signs, wonders, and miracles. Why don't you go to our website right now and get all the information, or call the number on the screen, because you're not going to want to miss these day service, evening service, great speakers, choirs, singers, such great talent. You're going to want to be here in Cleveland, Tennessee.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
Good morning, Tennessee Valley. Welcome back. I'm Matt Ryerson, your host today. This is Matthew Tolbert, the co-host. Thanks for being here today, Matt. 725, 70 degrees. We're going to take a quick look at our local weather as you prepare to get out there today. Chance of rain today, a high of 87, low of 67 tomorrow. chance of rain, high of 87, low of 67. And then Thursday, it's going to crank up just a notch. Still chance of rain, high of 89, low of 67. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful week. Maybe keep your lawn a little bit wet with some rain and still get a lot of sunshine and nice and warm.
Yeah, yeah.
So what'd you think of our guest today, Matt?
I thought Gary was very professional.
Absolutely.
And I thought Annie was really cool.
Yeah.
So I think it was a good week to start us off on.
Yeah, yeah. As I mentioned earlier, I want to take just a second to again give you the breaking news that Dan is going to be doing Mondays and Fridays, and we'll be here on Tuesdays. And I say that so that if this was a painful experience for you,
you can avoid us.
You can avoid us somehow. But if you liked us, tell your friends and have them join us as well this morning. Every Tuesday morning, we're going to try and have a lot of fun and really talk about the key issues in our county.
Like tickle therapy?
Like tickle therapy and food.
Yes. Where are we eating lunch today?
Lunch. Annie was walking out and again, we gave a nice plug for Jenkins for all the locals. You all know Jenkins, and if you're from out of town, it's just a local legendary establishment. She did mention, hey, I forgot to mention a French dip, which is also
apparently really good.
Yeah, my wife loves that, and the fried pickles, which is pretty
fried
good.
Pickles, and then the fried jalapeno bottle caps.
Right.
Which I'm a big fan of. I like the spicy.
Yeah, pretty good. I'm not sure I'm feeling Jenkins today, though.
Okay.
You got other suggestions?
Well, you can never go wrong with Moe's.
Welcome to Moe's. If you haven't been to Moe's is southwestern flavor. Is that right? Burritos, fajitas. Mm-hmm. But probably my son's favorite part is when you walk in, the people working yell, "Welcome to Moe's!" which he tends to yell back at them the entire time we're there.
The trick is to try to beat them to the welcome to Moe's. Like you walk in the door and you say welcome to Moe's before they can say welcome.
That's the challenge, folks. If you're going to Moe's today or this week, walk in and as soon as you open the door, you scream welcome to Moe's and see what kind of response we get.
Well, there's Moe's, but there's also like the Gardener's Market. We went there a couple of weeks ago. I think that was pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a nice local restaurant. They do a lot of really good sandwiches there. I don't know. We could choose one of the Mexican restaurants.
Do we have one of those in town?
I don't know. We have to look. I could ask Gary.
He did say there was a ribbon cutting.
There's a ribbon cutting.
There's
Maybe
one.
it was Casa Nachos, I think.
Casa Nachos. Yes. Casa Nachos. So
actually, I'm thinking Moe's.
Moe's. Okay.
Let's do Moe's today, and yeah.
So, folks, you can catch us, the second act of this stellar performance on a Tuesday morning at Moe's Mexican. It's not Mexican, Southwest Grill or
Southwest.
It's on Keith Street over there by Life Care, down the road from Life Care, Church of God of Prophecy headquarters. Come join us.
By the Bilo there, yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah, we'll be there, 11:45? So
yeah, welcome to Moe's, and then come say hi to Matt, and we can discuss the things that matter. One more time, folks, we appreciate you joining us today. It is 7:29. We're about to head off and start our day. We hope you are too. We hope you enjoy the day. Thanks for joining us. I know we have Nancy Kaysen is hosting a day later this week, and she has an extraordinary co-host, an amazing co-host. I got to work with that. I got to get with her to figure out how we can get one of those for this show.
Now I'm sitting right here.
Oh, is this mic on? Sorry about that. No, but this show I think is going to really continue to grow, and with Joe and Kim as producers and Dan as legendary original host, we appreciate everything he does and this group does for this community. So one last time, thanks for joining us this morning. Have a wonderful day, Tennessee Valley.